Hello, beautiful chosen ones. Welcome in. I'm going to look for updates on the airwaves and see what's coming in for you and see what spirit thinks you need to know on your beautiful spiritual journey. Okay, we've got patience coming out first and foremost. So maybe you're growing something, maybe you're planning to do something. This is saying it will happen, okay? What you want will happen. It's just a case of, having that patience, and we've got obstacles and challenges. Well, there's nothing that the chosen ones can't overcome, and every obstacle or challenge we go through makes us so much stronger. Look at this, we've got wisdom on the table. 2 number 5 cards here with a 14. That makes it 555. Oh my goodness. Big changes, chosen one. And when things are shifting around and changing, it often means that, maybe things in your storyline are going a little bit crazy at the moment, just because when the universe is moving us to somewhere better, it has to tie up all the old storylines. So I feel like you're going through huge, big changes, leading to this celebration, okay? Leading to this gorgeous soul group connection, soulmate connections. The soul groups are coming together. So this is like you getting back onto a timeline with your real spiritual family. So keep on going, chosen one. Keep on doing what you do. You've got that wisdom, you've got that patience, and with the 555, it's only a matter of time before you get what you want and get onto that timeline where everything exists that you have dreamt of. This is about you really knowing you can create your own heaven on earth. And I feel like this is starting with your internal world. This is starting with the internal garden of the soul. So, the universe has heard you. The universe is doing everything it can to get these changes made for you, to get you where you need to be, to get you towards this sunshine over here. And, you could be really feeling like your wisdom is just getting greater and greater and greater at the moment. So some of you could be going through some sort of trial, tribulation. And these can be so helpful. When we get a big obstacle in our way or a big challenge, it's always so that we can clear out some old energy and get through it as quick as we can and clear the whole storyline so that we've got all this beautiful, fertile space to grow everything we want in. So yeah, I feel like the garden of your internal world is getting more luscious. I feel like you're blossoming. I feel like you're really kind of coming into your higher self and doing your divine work by making sure you are the best version of yourself you can possibly be. So these obstacles, it's just for you to clear out the old energy. That's all it is. And move on with potentially sharing your wisdom here. You could have some unexpected allies, surprises, teammates coming in. Because we've got this little puppy down here looking up at this wise man. This is like hermit energy, Hierophant energy. But I'm getting strong hermit energy. So you could really be in your own space a lot, downloading information, zoning into the ethers, and really downloading that wisdom, which is unique. We all download our information in our own unique way, as chosen ones. So I feel like you could be sharing your knowledge with people very soon. But at the moment, we've got silence as a powerful prophet. So like I said, I was getting strong hermit energy off of this card. So this is all about, maybe you're proving your point to someone by taking your energy away. Maybe you're just realizing that peace is golden. There's something here about you relying on yourself more, relying on God more, relying on your own internal world more. And this is definitely leading you to celebration. This is leading you to soul group, soul family, soul tribe, and leading you to all those fun times, all those uplifted times, all those high vibrational timelines and events that you want in your life. We've got respect, cherish, and enhance the theater of your mind, because that's where everything begins. Everything happens in our mind first and in our internal world, and then it manifests outwardly. We've got the throat chakra on the bottom of the deck. No way. Another 5 cards. So this is all about shifting and changing and going with the flow and getting stronger because of those shifts and those changes. So it's all go here. It's all 555 energy, and they really want you to know that peace and silence is your best friend. That's how you get into your internal world, with lots of meditation and really controlling where your focus goes, because where focus goes, energy flows. We create reality with our minds. So they want you to get your internal world like a beautiful garden of the soul, an immortal garden. And there's lots of things available to you in your internal world. When you meditate, you might zone into these energies because you bring so much, chosen one, into this world that you achieved in other lives. So you can bring in these etheric palaces and these beautiful inner world landscapes onto the 3D. Once you connect with them in your mind space, you bring them onto earth. You radiate that energy everywhere you go. And that's why you're so precious here. I will clarify all of these cards. I'm just going to get a few more of these ones a second. Yes, there we go. New divine blueprints. So you're going through an upgrade, which is why you've got all these fives on the table, okay? This is about getting rid of the old storylines, getting out of the 3D. Maybe you're disconnecting from people whose frequency just isn't high enough for you to continue to magnetize together. So it may feel like there are some crazy things going on with the obstacles and challenges, but it's all for the greater good. The universe just has to find some way to wrap up the storyline. So some of this could even be hurtful for some of you, but it's just going to make you more wise. And, you know, Spirit's saying don't take it personally. If there's things going on in your life that seem to be absolutely absurd or phenomenally strange, it's just because you're tying up these old storylines and you're tying up the loose ends so that you can be bumped up to the golden pathway, bumped up where you belong. Okay, Team Godhead, the 5D. They want you to be in the lounge of the gods, and that's somewhere that we get to by accessing it within our mind, by knowing who we truly are on an immortal level and letting ourselves raise up through controlling our mind, through finding that peace, through finding that golden state of mind. So you're finding that golden state of mind now. So any changes that are happening right now are happening in your best interest. We've got protecting what is precious. So I feel like you're really deciding what you want to keep in your life, what you want to leave behind. You know, this is about priorities. This is about knowing. Okay, they're telling me looking after number one. This is about knowing that when your mind is radiant, when your aura is radiant, when you're shining, that's who you truly are. So to do any good, you know, chosen one work on this planet, we've really got to be high vibrational. We've really got to put ourselves first sometimes and make sure our mindset is a beautiful theater, and to make sure that we're accessing via our mind the proper etheric realm, because wherever our mind is, we're accessing that same frequency non-physically. And this is happening 24/7 all the time. Okay, this is just the natural function. The mind is a portal into the non-physical. So Spirit really wants you to be on this golden channel of the mind, to be on this heavenly channel, and to pull in those heavenly frequencies through your mind, through your magnetic field, and radiate it out all around you. And this is what's going to float you up into soul group connections, into beautiful connections. And I feel like they really want you to protect these connections. So that may mean losing people in your life, or, you know, just sort of veering away from people in your life who aren't your soul family, who may or may not work for the enemy team, and who may try and distract you from getting back to your soul groups. It's all about that spiritual family, okay? Some people have soul group members in their bloodline connections, but I'm getting for some of you, you know, you've got to understand that spiritual family is so much more real than bloodline family. Quite often that can happen, okay? So yeah, this is about protecting your spiritual fortress. This is about protecting your beautiful Akash, the beautiful energy that is your personal energy that you carry with you. It's your own personal non-physical heaven that you bring onto this earth, chosen one, and they want you to really understand that, access that via your mind. If you feel good, you're there. If you don't feel good, then you've got to protect what's precious and find a way to get your mind tuned back in to the channel of the higher self, to the channel of the etheric spiritual realms. So this is looking good. I feel like things are getting cleared out of your life. Things are getting tidied up here, okay? And it's going to make the way for lots more peace and lots more abundance. the undying toughness of the divine ones, chosen ones, Team Godhead connected. So they want you to make these connections with other divine beings. They really want you to get that frequency onto that glorious divine station, onto that beautiful channel, so that you can come into contact with other divine beings, especially your soul group members, and especially, you know, other light workers, other divine beings. We are building the new world, chosen ones. We are building it. We are doing it. It's going to take patience. It's going to take wisdom. We're going to have obstacles and challenges. But in the end, we are going to be partying, celebrating. They're telling me winning the war. You know, we're winning the war. And the party that we're going to be having, our whole life is going to end up being like a party, because we have done the work. We've brought our wisdom from multiple dimensions, from multiple lives. We bring all of that wisdom through our being, through our vessel. Powerful stuff. We've got love is always the key. Okay, so this starts with self-love and then it radiates outwards. We've got so much love on the table, and I feel like love is the key also to download these new divine blueprints, new patterns of thinking, new patterns of behavior, feeling differently, pulling in different potions from your own personal non-physical apothecary. This is about you really flowing in. They keep giving me the word siphon. So be careful of people around you maybe trying to siphon your energy. But I feel like you are siphoning energy from the best etheric places, from the best parts of the non-physical. I feel like I'm speaking to someone who's got a beautiful Akash that you've built up through multiple incarnations. And I feel like you could be accessing that more with your wisdom. And maybe going into hermit mode, making sure you give yourself that divine time to meditate and tune yourself to that beautiful personal inner palace that you've got. And we've got see through the eye of source. So this is about you being an extension of God. This is about you seeing through his eye. This is about you seeing through that much higher lens. So if you're dealing with anyone who's being annoying, okay, one thing I do when people annoy me is I literally see them as a child, or I remember that they are someone's child, and that shifts my whole viewpoint. It's like mental alchemy. Straight away, you see people with far more affection when you see them as essentially a baby, the way God sees them. So that's one of my tricks to help me get back to a harmonic frequency, which is my job. I've got to maintain this harmonic frequency, but the brighter the light, the darker the shadow, right? They come at you from such a young age that I can actually be quite wolfish and quite feral. Okay, make no mistake, the chosen ones have got that in them. You know, we've got it in us to be total warriors and to have such a strong shadow. So this is about finding ways to see through God's eyes over and over again, to get yourself to that frequency over and over again, and to control that mind, to control that frequency. And on the bottom of the deck, we've got everything exists in your mind. So this is another heads up to really get that inner world beautiful, luscious, golden, thinking beautiful thoughts, knowing how blessed you are, knowing that everything's always working out for you, knowing that you're going to be rejoicing in celebration, and knowing that you've got a soul group that love you so much, who I feel like you're going to be coming into contact with. This is divine team members. This is Team Godhead. So the divine ones are being ushered together. They're being pulled together now. Patience is needed, but this is going to happen. We are going to have those dream connections. We are going to be free of the narcissist. We are building our own world. We're doing this. That's what we're here for. Okay, we've got the moon card coming out. So things might be a bit mysterious at the moment with all these changes going on, but your faith will pull you through. Your faith is more powerful than anything else. Anyone else's on earth. The chosen ones have got the top amount of faith. So this is about zoning back in to that God force energy, to that Ra energy, and literally knowing that you're always being guided by God and your ancestors, and that you've got the best entourage. Chosen one, you've got the toughest team. Okay, so if you're going through obstacles and challenges, don't give in to the fear, don't give in to any lower vibrational feelings. Remember, you've got a team, you've got like an army, okay, that surrounds you. Like you are the temple, you are the god or goddess in the temple, and you've got all these non-physical beings that are just waiting for you to tune into them. But obviously when we get fearful or we get angry, we lose that connection sometimes. So this is just a reminder to keep seeing through the eyes of Source, to keep, you know, tuning back into that spiritual entourage, and everything will turn out beautifully for you. There we go. I was picking up on the Hermit. So this is all about you being peaceful in your own energy, making sure you carve out that space to give yourself that divine, peaceful energy that you need to be who you truly are, and connecting with your own inner world here. So you could be forging your way towards a new part of the Akash, or forging your way, bridging your way towards these new divine blueprints so that you can share your work somehow in the world, or maybe just so that you can radiate out the energy wherever you go. So yeah, I feel like you're bridging your way to really powerful places in the non-physical. We've got the King of Wands coming out here. What else about this King of Wands? 10 of Cups. So there are obstacles and challenges on the way to some sort of divine soulmate connection. This did I say King of Cups? Maybe not. King of Wands, 10 of Cups, okay? So again, this is about the soul group. This is about a divine being waiting for you, a fiery, hot, I love the King of Wands, okay? This is all about you getting home to your divine spouse. You can shift this to the Queen of Wands if you're a man, or whatever the case may be. But, you know, things are going to come in your way to try and stop these divine twin flame unions, soul group connections, soulmates. All right, so saying just be patient, 555. Whatever's bothering you at the moment, just keep that faith, keep meditating, keep being full of wisdom and calmness, and keep radiating your beautiful heart out into the world. And you know you're going to be absolutely fine. We've got the 9 of Pentacles. So again, that's the card of you growing your internal world, this internal garden of the soul here with the 9 of Pentacles. So it looks like you're doing beautifully, and they want you to really give yourself credit. You could be accessing your tree of life, okay? So you could be going inwards in your mind and accessing ancestral gifts, ancestral memories, ancestral wisdom. And this is going to bring you a lot of abundance, a huge amount of abundance. So for someone out there, you've got beautiful work, and I feel like you're still downloading things that need to be shared with the world. So you're doing really well here, and this is going to bring you lots of wealth and lots of abundance. So the silence for you, going inwards, is your best friend right now, okay? There may be other things you do to access information in the Akash. I can't say it on YouTube, but let's just say plants are our best friends, okay? So that could help somebody. What have we got? We've got the Elk, okay? So this is a father figure. This is a stable, responsible, divine masculine energy. Someone who's waiting for you, okay? You could have met this person or maybe not. I don't feel like you've met this person yet, because these obstacles and challenges are challenging you to keep the faith, to know that there's that one perfect person for you, and to know that you two are supposed to be together to spread your beautiful light. And when you come together, your light's going to become even more powerful, okay? So there are going to be negative forces that are going to try and stop you getting with this beautiful, divine, masculine father figure. And, you know, okay, we can reverse it and think, you know, Queen of Wands, there could be a beautiful mother figure out there for the men. We've got the Bat energy, okay? So you could see things differently at nighttime. All right, this is all about you being more sensitive to the subtle realms when it's nighttime, and zoning into the moon's energy. So your mind might shift when the sun goes down. So that's a heads up for somebody that you've got some gems to pick up on when that sun goes down and zone into, okay? We've got the Elephant. This is like the most lucky, beautiful, blessed card in this animal spirit deck. This is like Ganesh. This is a big blessing all over your reading, and it's going here. So you might be having like days where you're like, whoa, what's going on? You know, we're all human. But this is saying go through the pathway of the moon. This is part of your experience to maybe feel unsure sometimes, you know, but having faith in that which is unseen, having faith that you have to have a soul group or you couldn't incarnate on earth, you know, that's going to bring you these huge blessings. And the elephant can stomp their way through anything, okay? No one can stop the elephant on their pathway. So this is you gliding through your pathway, charging through your pathway, knowing that it's your pathway and you're gonna get through it and you're gonna get to all this joy and abundance. Yes, the golden egg. This is all about that heart chakra. It's all about getting that heart singing. It's all about getting all of your chakras lit up with love here. Okay, love is the key. Where is that card gone? Love is always the key. So this is a big card, the golden egg, especially with the elephant. This is like you're so blessed right now. Okay, so you are probably going into your heart space more, not letting these people who try and make you pissed off or hateful, you can't let them control your frequency. You got to get that heart back up to its radiant, beautiful frequency, because that's how you get all your blessings. All right, so I know they're always trying it, aren't they, the little rats? But you know, this golden egg tells me you've got a beautiful, radiant heart. Love is always the key to get back to your soul group, to get into your divine connections, to download from the Akash. So love is the superpower here. And I feel like, you know, you're really going to be downloading more and more wisdom because of that beautiful, radiant, loving heart of yours. I feel like you've got the capacity to understand people in a way that other people don't. Even your enemies, I feel like you can understand them. And I feel like you kind of like, you know, you always raise yourself up in frequency through that understanding, through that mental alchemy. So you just keep winning, chosen one. You just keep winning. That heart is so radiant. And we've got the otter here, which is a playful card about not taking things too seriously, keeping yourself lighthearted, footloose and fancy free. Why did I say the number 3? The number 3 could be relevant here. 3 months, 3 weeks, 3 days, or just the Trinity, the Empress. Okay, so the otter is someone. The otter is such a playful energy of enjoying your spiritual work and not letting the battles make you miss what is precious here, which is you creating your heaven on earth so you can enjoy it. All right, it's not all about the spiritual work, but it just so happens that our spiritual work goes hand in hand with creating our own heaven on earth through our wisdom, 9 of Pentacles, through our glowing, bounteous, radiant energy, and our golden hearts. Okay, so remember you're immortal, chosen one. Zone back into the non-physical. Remember this is all a game on the cosmic stage, and remember to enjoy it, my darlings. I love you so much. I hope this message has helped. Hit all the buttons and I'll see you again. Mwah, mwah, mwah.